Hello everyone, my name is Darkmoon Doll, and today is Spirituality Talk. Spirituality Talk is a show that I created in order to share with you guys my experiences thus far that have been on a spiritual nature or paranormal or supernormal, supernatural. So yeah, today what I wanted to talk to you guys about is you guys and gals, ladies and gentlemen. I want to talk to you guys about ghosts and my viewpoint on what they are, my definition of what a ghost is. So, I hope you guys are enjoying the fall season so far. I am. I like the cooler weather. It's nice. Yeah, I like it. So anyway, yeah, I'll just start off with giving you a little experience I had with a ghost. It's not like, I think some of these, I have a lot of ghost stories that I've shared with you. These experiences, I'm getting befuddled when I'm talking because I'm thinking about them. These experiences are very profound, and some people just don't know what to make of them, and they just kind of throw it to the wayside or whatever. Or it could be an experience that they have over and over again, coming in contact with ghosts. My opinion is ghosts are spirits that did not, or souls did not, had a really hard time here on Earth. Some traumatic things happen, and this is my opinion based on what I've read. I've read a lot of books, like a lot of Sylvia Browne books. I'm not saying I believe everything Sylvia Browne says. I read a lot. I read some books by Echo Bodine. These are like trans-channelers, psychics, mediums that have been in contact with ghosts, and of course Sylvia Browne isn't, she's passed away, but Echo Bodine, she's still living, and she communicates with the dead, and she can visibly see ghosts. She'll do what's called ghost hunting. And she'll go and see if she can try to convince the ghost to leave the home and go where it needs to go, so they won't like pester and bother the people that live within the home. So on that note, I'll talk to you about my experience. One of the many experiences I've had with ghosts. There was one time when I had just finished, I just gave birth to my son, and I was at home, and I had a cesarean section, so I couldn't really move and do much. So I just had to, care for my son and get lots of sleep, So there was one time when I was up late at night, because I don't know if you know, everybody knows, but I nursed, so whenever I had to nurse like every 2 hours and change them too. So I was a little bit sleep deprived, so you can put that in there too, into the experience, and that's what probably made it, I don't know, at the time it seemed very mundane and not, and very subdued, the experience. And not as shocking as it would have been if I was fully alert like I am right now. What happened was, I was nursing my son. And it was late at night, my husband was asleep, and I was drifting off to sleep, and that's how I slept, with my son in my lap and in one of these really comfortable chairs that I had, and I would sleep upright because of the surgery. So I started feeling like something was coming up. I didn't have my eyes open, but I felt like someone was doing this. And I was so tired that I just kept doing this, like waving it away, and it just kept doing like this, like, wake up. So I would open my eyes every now and then, and I'd see nothing, but I could still feel like somebody's waving their hand in front of my face. At the time, it wasn't scary and frightening to me. It was just more annoying. Seriously. It was more annoying than scary. Why is that? Maybe it's because I've had previous experiences with ghosts before, for it not to be extremely frightening. So I wanted to get rid of that energy in my home, even though it wasn't like extremely terrifying. Like I said, it was more so just annoying. If you're trying to get to sleep, you don't want nobody doing all this stuff in your face, when you know, and your baby are trying to sleep and rest. So, it just sounds funny thinking about it now. But I felt like that house was really haunted, truly haunted. I had gotten some advice from a friend of mine, and she suggested that I put salt around the house, and she's a witch, and she was talking about drawing like pentagrams on the windowsills with salt water to combat any any ghosts that want to come in that you don't want to stay in and you don't want it to ever come in. So I did that, and I smudged my place with rosemary at the time because that's what I had. And after that, it seemed like it worked for a while. You know, everything was going well. No more this all in your face and stuff, and feeling like somebody's just standing there. So that worked really good. And then as the time went on, I'm stuttering a little bit because I'm thinking about it. As time went on, little things would happen. Like I think it was like about maybe a year and a half, maybe. I'm guessing because it was a long time ago. This was back 2000 and don't quote me on this, 2003 maybe. I'm guessing. So, I mean, this incident I'm about to tell you is 2003, about where my son had this toy that was given to him. He didn't really play with it. It was this, like, Mickey Mouse, Disney-like car steering wheel type deal. And he never was interested in it. So, you know, the batteries were taken out of it and everything, and I put it to the side because I'm going to give it away, you know, maybe donate it to the thrift store. So one night, I was up late, and I heard it just go off. It started making all kinds of noises. And then I went over to look at it, turned it over to see if the batteries in there. Batteries weren't in there. And it was like Mickey Mouse's voice. It sounds like something straight out of a horror movie or one of these ghost hunters shows. This kind of stuff happens all the time. And then what I believe is it's these energies, these souls, are not at rest, and they want to get your attention, and sometimes they want you to help them, and sometimes I believe that they don't know what they want. And I think it all depends on how they left this world. You know, whether it was a tragic death, you know, or a heartbreak or whatever. I believe that lingers along with them. So, and there has been times when there have been ghost encounters that I found frightening. But here's the thing: is that ultimately I have control over the situation. I always felt like that. That I have control. I'll get, you know, there's some instances where I get scared. Where I told you guys about that one time where I had this ghost encounter with like this mobster-looking guy. You can go back. I think it's in one of these videos in the back. I'll see if I can dig it up. I've made so many videos, but yeah, it was so real because it was an actual ghost. First, it started off as a dream, where he entered into my dream, and then I'm like, oh God, who are you? And then I opened my eyes, and there he is, right? Seriously, in the waking world. So that scared me, but you know, it rendered me paralyzed where I couldn't move. What I did was I tried it because I couldn't talk, I couldn't move. So I said to it telepathically, try to speak to it with my mind, what is it that you want? I can't really help you if you're constricting me and not letting me move or talk. And as soon as I said that, he was gone. So it was a frightening experience, but there is a way that you can take control when these things happen. You just have to stand your ground, whether you're able to speak aloud, whether you can't move, but you can still use your mind. Your thoughts are very powerful. So, yeah, keep that in mind if things like this happen to you, if you have a ghostly experience, because ultimately you're the one who's in charge. Okay, so like I'm telling you what to do. Do that. But yeah, you gotta empower yourself. You gotta be strong. A lot of these ghosts will attach onto you when you're in a low state of energy. The more aggressive and violent people, violent spirits, violent souls will attach on to people that are in a down and lower vibration of a mood and energy. So if you find yourself in that kind of a mood too many times, you might have ghosts clinging on to you, because that ghost will feed off of that energy, and it keeps them going and keeps them charged up. So that's just my viewpoint, and based on all the things that I've read, shows that I've watched. I used to watch Ghost Hunters when I had cable. I think it came on the Sci-Fi Channel. But they were like really trying to get to the bottom of things. It was a real, like, if you've never seen this show, they really get down to the bottom of it and investigate it with a critical eye and debunk as much as they can. But they found a lot of evidence. Ghosts are just everywhere. They are. They're just everywhere. There's a lot of people that have died and were unhappy. So what I suggest is just like, if you can, get a smudge stick or make your own smudge stick. And I talk about that in my other videos. Yeah, burn some really, really, really cleansing herbs. Like, I recommend rosemary or sage. Rosemary or sage. Lavender is good to burn too, to keep a peaceful sense of well-being within your home. Cinnamon is supposed to be excellent too for protection and for love. So I've tried all of these, and all of these work. All of this stuff you can even buy at a grocery store. You can buy the cinnamon sticks in bulk and burn those. Yeah, and I sweep my floors with cinnamon powder. I'll like sprinkle cinnamon powder on my floors, and it'll smell really nice, of course, but it adds protection, and it adds a sense of well-being, and this is a home with people that love each other and care about each other, and that's what we want to keep going. This kind of energy, you want to keep that flowing in your home. So, with that said, I hope that helps you guys out there, those who are having problems with ghosts. There's a lot of information out there that you can find out. If there's any questions you guys have about this specific topic, you can leave, you could just email me at blacknails31@yahoo.com. That way I can get right to your question. Sometimes when it's mixed in with the comments on these videos, I can't get to all the comments don't show up for some reason. But yeah, get at me at my email address. So yeah, thank you so much everybody for watching today. Thank you for subscribing, everybody out there. Thank you for liking and sharing these videos with your friends and family. Thank you for your kind comments and your helpful comments. Yeah, I just want to bring things to you that can help you out, you know, through your daily life. And that's what it's all about for me, just trying to help, you know, learn something and then share that knowledge. So, alrighty guys. Hope you're having a great day, night, evening, afternoon, wherever you are, whatever's going on with you. Peace.